Audi this year will release a major update for the flagship sedan A8, and judging by the latest information, the car will receive a new design of the front optics, a slightly redesigned interior, according to an insider, a more luxurious version with the Horch prefix. This is the Keep Drive channel and the next issue about the most interesting events from the automotive world. If you are interested, join us. The successes of the Mercedes Maybach still do not leave alone the German premium. After all, not in the Audi A8, not in the BMW 7 Series, there is no such luxurious version that could compete with Mercedes, say in the same China where such cars are in great demand. Judging by the latest news, the Mercedes Maybach will not dominate this market segment for long, because soon another player from the German premium Audi Horch will join it. Audi company decided to take this step. For the first time, the company started talking about the revival of the luxury brand back in 2019, but then it was just rumors. Today this is confirmed by a new portion of spy shots, which at first glance captured the updated Audi A8 in a long wheelbase version. But there is one little oddity in the corner of the tailgate. There is also a camouflage film that was not previously on other test cars. Most likely there is a Horch badge there. In addition, this information is confirmed by a number of different resources claiming that this is still a more luxurious version with a Horch prefix. Judging by the growing sales in China, Audi decided to follow the path of Mercedes and not to separate Horch into a separate brand, but to offer an even more luxurious version of the A8 under the sauce of a historical father. According to insiders, the car will retain the same dimensions of the long wheelbase A8 and will stand out even more expensive interior trim with improved driving performance and sound insulation. But the main difference may be the power unit, and the company is seriously considering the possibility of equipping the top version with a 6-liter W12 with 635 horsepower and 900 Nm of torque, which the Germans will borrow from the Bentley Flying Spur. Against the background of the recent reshuffle within the concern, where Bentley is now subordinate to Audi, such an event does not seem so absurd. In addition, the A8 is the only representative of the Germans in this segment that does not have a version with a 12-cylinder power unit. And in China, they have a simpler attitude towards eco-standards and large engines, so Audi simply needs such a version if it wants to compete with Maybach. If all goes according to plan, then by the end of this year Audi will unveil an updated A8 along with a new luxury version. This is not the only change that the Germans are planning to implement in the future. The new head of Audi, Markus Gussmann, gave an extensive interview to Manager magazine, in which he told about the future fate of such models as A4 and A6. The new generation of both sedans will be presented as early as 2023, and due to tighter emission standards, both models will use hybrid power plants. Nevertheless, the head of Audi considers plug-in hybrids to be a dead-end branch of development. And the sooner the manufacturer switches to electric traction, the better. Such a fate awaits A4 and A6 no earlier than in 2030, and in 2024 the company plans to release a new generation electric car, which is now under the codename Artemis project. According to Mr. Gussmann, the company's new development will be located below the A8 and will have a record power reserve.